Good evening and a very warm welcome. You're watching a special edition of Center Stage being brought to you tonight from RK Puram in New Delhi. We are in what Arvind Kejriwal calls a Mohalla Sabha. This is direct democracy at work. Can it work at all? Is this the right way for the Aam Aadmi Party to decide whether or not they should form the next government in Delhi? We've got the people of this locality with us. Thank you all very much for joining us. It's a very cold evening. First and foremost, I want to thank all the people who've come out on this evening to join us here at RK Puram. I also want to introduce our guests for the special Delhi public debate. Joining us on this program, I want to introduce first Dr. Kiran Walia, a senior minister of the Sheila Dikshit government, one of the most prominent faces for the Congress party in Delhi. With us also GVL Narasimha Rao from the Bharatiya Janata Party, leading cephalogist, number cruncher. Representing the Aam Aadmi Party on the show tonight, Rahul Mehra. Clearly the maximum number of claps and applause reserved for the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to start by asking you, Rahul, about this new model of governance. You've got all these people out. Now, several people are saying that in a country like ours, of the size of India, of the population of India, this is not the right way to decide whether or not you want to form the government. These people have voted. They've told you what their mandate is. You now need to take the decision, Rahul.
Well, this is the cliche of Indian democracy, if we can call it one. What do you want us to do? Surely the people of India and the people of Delhi don't want us sitting in our ivory towers, striking deals worth of crores of rupees on every single seat and taking a decision on behalf of them. I'm sure they want a participatory democracy where on a day-to-day basis, people go back to them, ask them, what do they want their servants, not their leaders or not their masters to do. We are their servants. We need to behave like servants and we need to serve them. The problem in Indian democracy is it's once in 5 years participatory democracy. That's a representative democracy. That's what we call it. And we need to shun that idea because constitution starts with we, the people of India. Where are we the people for 5 years? We the people are remembered only once in 5 years during that election day.
This is revolutionary and radical in the sense that people haven't seen something like this. Earlier, the Congress party, Sheila Dikshit, would take a mandate and then for 5 years, you wouldn't know what she was doing or she wouldn't come back to you. Now, they're actually asking the people over here whether or not they should form the government. Do you not think this is a good innovation, a good idea?
We were the first ones to start and practice and enunciate a principle of Bhagidari, for which the Commonwealth group of countries had given the Delhi government a prize and recognition as a unique concept. But it was very systematic, structured, with elected RWAs participating and other groups like market associations and down the line. And they, in a very serious manner, would discuss issues, and it's been going on for years. Our next step in the Bhagidari phase 2 was supposed to be involving them in lawmaking process.
No, but you had 15 years, you didn't do it.
But it is one thing to be involving them. It's another thing to be taking decision every time by going back to people.
Do you agree with this model or not, ma'am?
I personally feel this was too short a time for going for a referendum when they have got an enormous mandate, which I feel was absolutely something which astonished all of us, and I think that was wonderful, whoever was able to achieve this. And in that respect, I would like to add that people had elected them to form a government. We here, the 8 persons in the assembly, plus our president of the party, have given them in writing that we are giving you support. They were short of those 8. We provided that 8. So instead of forming the government, they're adopting this method, which I have 2 issues with that. One is the reliability, and the other is the adequacy. Now, what is the method they're going to employ? Are those people who exercise the secret ballot would be the ones who would be definitely or not so definitely sending them their view about having
questions about accessibility and reliability. Give me a moment. Let's ask these people over here whether or not they believe what the Aam Aadmi Party is doing is the right way of going about taking this decision. क्या आपको लगता है कि जिस तरीके से आम आदमी पार्टी फैसला लेने की कोशिश कर रही है कि उनको सरकार बनानी चाहिए या नहीं? Do you support this? Coming to you to ask, do you think it's a good idea? How many people think ये अच्छा idea है?
Okay. It is not good idea because not all the section of the society are involved in this. They don't have computers or mails through which they can convey their message.
No, but you can participate in a public sabha. Why do you think it's not?
ये बिल्कुल सही ठीक आइडिया है. हमें पहली बार एहसास हो रहा है कि ये डेमोक्रेसी है. रियल डेमोक्रेसी इसी को कहते हैं, ना कि उसको कि हम 5 साल में एक बार जाएं और वोट डाल के जाएं, उसके बाद हमें कोई भी नेता ना पूछे. हमें अगर इस बार पूछा है तो हमें हमारी इज्जत बढ़ रही है और आम आदमी पार्टी की भी इज्जत बढ़ रही है. ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात है मेरे हिसाब से.
Do you think it's a good idea to be out in the cold for the Aam Aadmi Party to be asking whether they should?
No, it's not a right idea. Mr. Rahul Mehra, I think the Aam Aadmi Party representative, he said it's a cliche. I'll give another cliche. Cliches are cliches because they are true. He said that the constitution starts with "We the people of India." That is the reason why the constitution founders, the founding fathers, incorporated a representative kind of democracy in India, not a direct democracy. This is not an ancient Greek city-state wherein direct democracy is practicable and workable. How do we ascertain that yours is not a political gimmick clothed to mislead the Indian people, to mislead the people of Delhi into believing that what the promises that you have made are fiscally responsible, that you will be able to generate enough resources?
You are saying that this could be a gimmick, and Rahul, lots of people think that this is a gimmick. The fact that you've already taken a decision and you're out amongst the public just to ratify a decision you've already taken, Rahul.
First of all, I respect the sentiments of the young man out there, which is why India is such a fascinating country and which is why we want to come out to people, because there are diverse opinions. Now, two things I would say. You said the mandate is there. What is the mandate? The mandate is for the BJP, 32 seats. We are being given a new mathematics, that 28 is greater than 32. I don't believe in that mathematics. I'm sorry. Don't rewrite mathematics in India and in the world. 28 is lesser than 32. And BJP and Congress are two sides of the same coin. We have seen that in BCCI. They are all together in BCCI. They take the country for a ride in BCCI. But when it comes to governing Delhi, I'm sorry, have some patience.
Your turn is coming, just give me a moment. You've made that point.
I know I've touched the wrong chord. No, I haven't completed.
One by one.
I think you have had your say. Let me have mine.
I wasn't interrupting. I never had.
Let's wait for the moment. Your turn will come.
Let's have a decent
20
debate.
seconds, go on.
So all I'm saying is, what was the mandate? The mandate was that we called BJP and Congress both corrupt parties. That's the mandate. We got 28 seats because of that. Now, you are asking us that we should form a government with a corrupt party. So that's not the mandate. So we are going back to the people.
You made that point.
We are going back to the
Aam
people
Aadmi Party
asking for a fresh mandate. Should we form or should we not
tie
form?
up with the Congress and the BJP. Now they're taking a big structural decision, and therefore it is imperative that they go back to the people and ask them whether or not this decision is okay. What is wrong? The people over here seem to like what's happening.
I think
why do you have a problem?
Let me have my say, because they have already had dominated the debate, and let me have my say now. I think I have no problem what methods they adopt. But after having called the Congress and BJP both corrupt, people have rejected their allegation against BJP. He's right in saying the BJP has a bigger mandate than Aam Aadmi Party. But the fact that nobody is supporting us, nobody is supporting Dr. Harshvardhan, who has been in public life for 15 years. He's been MLA for the last 20 years. There is not an iota of allegation against him, but there is nobody to support. If somebody is coming to support you, obviously there is something in common between Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress.
Rahul,
he charges the nicest. Okay, you made that point.
They are fooling the people.
Let's not fool ourselves.
I have no problem if they want to call a referendum, Mohalla Sabha, whatever they mean, the means they want to adopt. They're actually making fools out of Delhi people.
Rahul, let's not fool anyone.
Kejriwal is giving interviews. He is telling the entire media that I'm going to form the government. They're only wasting your time. They're wasting your money by asking you to send SMS.
He's already Rahul, I need to rebut that.
I am the moderator. Please speak
Rahul,
on
I need to rebut.
It will be very difficult to perform.
Rahul?
I want to ask Kiran Walia, why is it, ma'am, Arvind Kejriwal gave us an interview in which he said one of the first things he'll do is send Sheila Dikshit's corrupt ministers to jail. When you are being threatened, not you specifically, but Congress ministers are being threatened to be sent to jail, why are you still supporting the Aam Aadmi Party?
Now, Rahul, I have answer to your question. One, I do not like the so-called Vyakran of the new grammar of politics which they are talking about. It's something that started in Obama's time. It's something that a gentleman here talked about Greek times. We'll have to go seriously into the exercise. whether this tool is excellent. How many of us, we always feel accountable to people. If anybody who really thought of Aam Aadmi all these years was us. And growth with a human face.
No, but you're not answering my question. My question is, why are you prepared to support Kejriwal when he says the first thing he'll do is send your ministers to jail?
Mr. Kejriwal does not know what he's talking today, next hour and next hour. Mr. Kejriwal writes to the head of our party, the leader of the party, that these are the 18 issues. First he says we are untouchable. These are the 18 issues on which he would like to have your stand. He changes his stand. Then he gets a reply. He doesn't know what to do with it. Now that you've said, okay, everything is fine. 16 out of these are executive decisions, take them. Who would not like? I would love it. Bring the electricity rate by 50% down. Give the water free. I'm sure everybody would like. But now the whole hurly-burly of politics is different from asking for votes. When they want to get into it, grow up. Get into governance. They don't want to do it. I think that they're shirking from taking decisions. Secondly, the other issue which they're talking about, who would not like? I think that we all of us have always gone to RWAs. What is the work that you want to be done? They are the ones. I tell them even stop the work if the work is not of good quality. So this whole talk about now getting back to people is they're shirking from responsibility.
The BJP, Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP alleges, Rahul, that the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress are playing out a fixed match, that you are the B team of the Congress or the Congress is your B team.
Not just 1 second, a fraction of a second more. I think it does not behoove anybody, if they want to know the grammar, then they must get into a public discourse with a certain language that they adopt. That language is...
Your language is being questioned.
You call it
all that. Why does the Congress party want to go out of the way to support Aam Aadmi Party?
We are not giving support to them.
They are in cahoots.
We are supporting the public because we do not want to force an election.
The public have rejected you. The public has rejected the Congress.
And we want to go with peace. Today, शहर में हर इंसान परेशान सा नजर आ रहा है. Like the Britishers discussed whether सरकार कब बन रही है.
Okay, you made that point. Rahul, quickly. Then I want to go to the audience.
Rahul, I want to respond in three ways.
Yes. We are supporting the idea of...
Kindly, now please allow me.
Yes, go on.
One for the BJP. Are they saying that they are not going to indulge in tod-phod ki politics or the jod-phod ki politics for the centre? Because it's very easy. We've seen in various states, I can give you history of BJP and Congress, how they have manipulated the electorate, where 10 seats were required. Out here, there are only 4, out of which 2 are independents. And we know how independents behave in this country, right? So let's not fool ourselves. They can easily get the mandate, but obviously it's a fixed match between BJP and Congress because both BJP and Congress, BJP and Congress are threatened by the presence of Aam Aadmi Party and the power of the people of India. This is the power which is going to resonate all over India.
The nature
now number two. As far as Ms. Walia is concerned, kindly allow me. There's no. Then I will intervene in every way. Please ask them to. Please ask.